Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to have a look at this question of Surds. Now, the question is simplify 2 all over 1 minus root 3, giving your answer in the form of a minus the square root of b. Hence, state the values of a and b. Now, we want to simplify this surd. And how do we simplify this surd? This is what we shall do. We take the conjugates of the denominator and we multiply both the numerator and the denominator with the conjugates of the denominator. Now, basically, this is what I mean. That we take the numerator and we multiply by the conjugates of the denominator. The conjugates of the denominator is obtained by changing the sign that is in between 1 and root 3. The sign that is here is negative. And if we change it, it will be positive. And therefore, in this case, we shall have 1 plus the square root of 3. Then we close the bracket that way. Now, we also multiply the denominator with its conjugate. That is, the denominator is 1 minus the square root of 3. And we also multiply it with 1 plus the square root of 3. And therefore, in this case, we shall have, that is 2 times 1, which is 2. Then 2 times positive root 3 is positive 2 root 3. Then all over. This is a difference of 2 squares. And therefore, we shall take 1 and we multiply with 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Then minus the square root of 3 times the square root of 3 is just the same as the square root of 3 times 3. That is, we take this 3 and we multiply with this. And therefore, we shall have, that is 2 plus 2 root 3 all over 1 minus the square root of 3 times 3 is the square root of 9. Then from there, we shall have 2 plus 2 root 3 all over 1 minus the square root of 9 is 3. Since that is what we have, then if we factor out 2 here, we shall have 2 into 1 plus the square root of 3. Then we close the bracket. All over 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Now, if we simplify this, that is, by negative 2, 1, by negative 2, negative 1. We shall have negative 1 times 1, which is negative 1. Then negative 1 times positive root 3, it will be negative root 3. And therefore, our final answer will be negative 1 minus root 3. And that is the final answer that we obtain. But we have been told, after finding our answer, or after giving our answer in the form of a minus the square root of b, then we need to state the values of a and b. And in this case, if our answer is in the form of a minus the square root of b, that means our b is 3 and our a is negative 1. And therefore, we will just say that our a is negative 1 and our b is 3. And therefore, this is the value of a and this is the value of b.